There's something many cat owners have never really stopped to consider. Cats don't give their trust once and then keep it forever. Even when a cat knows you, sleeps near you, follows you around the house and lives with you every day, it is still quietly checking in on you. Not because cats are cold, not because they are aloof, but because for a cat the feeling of safety is not something that gets confirmed once and stays permanent. It has to be felt again and again, day after day, through small reactions, through ordinary moments that people usually overlook. A gentle touch, a moment when it walks close to you then stops, the way it sits beside you with its back turned, the time it blocks your path, a slow blink, the quiet moment it leaves the room right after you pet it. On the surface, these all seem like tiny behaviors, but if you look deeper, they may actually be your cat, asking a very important question: is this person still my safe place? Today, and once you understand that, you stop seeing cats as mysterious creatures, you start seeing them for what they really are: incredibly subtle, deeply sensitive, and completely honest about how they feel. 1. When your cat walks up to you then stops. You've probably seen this many times. Your cat walks toward you. It looks like it's about to come over for affection, but then it stops, just stands there, looks at you, watches you, and only then decides whether to come closer or turn away. A lot of people think this is just a cat playing hard to get, but many times it's actually a test. Your cat is not only trying to figure out whether you love it, it's trying to figure out whether you are emotionally steady, whether you are still as gentle as you were yesterday, whether you are going to suddenly grab it, whether you are going to break that feeling of safety just because you got too excited. For cats, safety is not in words. Safety is in predictability. A safe person is someone a cat can trust not to become too forceful out of nowhere, not to be unpredictable, not to make it flinch. So when a cat comes close and then stops, it is actually reading you, reading your hand, reading your eyes, reading your body language. And if in that moment you reach out too fast, pick it up too quickly, or call to it too loudly, you may have just disrupted a very small but very important test. Not because your cat dislikes you, but because in that moment it feels the need to pull back to stay safe. The thing to remember is this: when your cat comes close and then stops, don't force the final step. Let your cat be the one that chooses it. Takeaway: sometimes the very thing that makes a cat trust you more is that you do not rush to touch it. 2. When your cat sits beside you with its back turned. At first, it sounds contradictory. If your cat loves you, why would it turn its back on you? If it wants to be close, why is it not looking at you? But for cats, this can actually be a very deep signal. When a cat sits near you but faces away, it is not ignoring you. It is showing you that it feels safe enough not to keep watching you. In the wild, turning its back means exposing a more vulnerable side of the body. A cat will usually do that quietly only when it feels secure enough. And there is another layer to it too. Many cats do not enjoy closeness that feels too direct. They want to be near you, but they do not want to be pulled into an interaction that feels too intense. They want closeness the cat way. Quiet, calm, without too much interference. A lot of people see a cat sitting beside them and immediately pick it up, pet it over and over, or turn its face back toward them. But sometimes that ruins the very moment your cat was offering, because what it may actually be saying is, "I trust you enough to be here. Please don't make this bigger than it needs to be." Takeaway: not every turned back means distance. For cats, sometimes it is a very quiet form of trust. 3. When your cat intentionally blocks your path. Your cat lies in the hallway, sits right outside the bathroom door, stretches out exactly where you usually walk. On the surface, it can look like a little game, but sometimes it is actually your cat's way of checking whether its presence is truly respected by you. A cat that wants to know whether it matters in your world will pay close attention to how you react when it steps into your path. Do you walk around it like it is just another object? Do you get irritated? Do you nudge it away with your foot? Or do you slow down, look down and adjust your movement because it is there? It sounds like a tiny thing, but to a cat that is very important information. Because in a cat's mind, a safe person is not just someone who provides food. It is someone who does not make the cat feel invisible in its own home. And what is especially interesting is this cats often do this when you are busiest, when you are in a hurry, when you are tired, when your mind is somewhere else. Because those are the moments when your real reaction shows most clearly. If you are still gentle, then your cat will remember it. It will remember that even when you were not free, you still did not make it feel threatened. If this feels true to you, comment 1, because there is a good chance your cat is not being in the way at all. It may just be asking, in your busy world, am I still treated with gentleness? Takeaway. The way you walk past your cat sometimes says more than the way you call its name. 4. When your cat gently touches you, then walks away. Some cats do this all the time. They walk past you, rub their head against your leg, touch your hand with their nose, brush against you for a second, and then leave. They do not stay. They do not ask to be held. They do not ask for a long petting session. People often misunderstand this behavior. We assume the cat is just stopping by for a second, but many times it is actually a way of confirming connection. For a cat, a brief touch can feel like a quiet little question. Are you still my safe place? Are we still okay? Can I come close to you without having too much taken from me? A lot of people see the cat come near and immediately hold it there. They hug it, pick it up, pet it too intensely. But the cat may only need a very gentle response. A soft touch in return, a quiet word, a presence that does not feel intrusive. And when you respond the right way, cats will often come back more, stay longer, open up more, because now they know this person does not take more than I am ready to give. That is a very deep form of safety for a cat. If you have made it this far, and you are starting to realize that even your cat's smallest behaviors can carry real emotional depth, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to understand cats in a deeper, quieter, more honest way. Because the more you understand cats the right way, the more you realize they are not hard to understand. They are simply speaking through signals most humans never notice. 5. When your cat slow blinks at you but not the same way. Every day, the slow blink is one of the most well-known signals cats give. It is like a very quiet way of saying, I do not see you as a threat. But what many people do not notice is this: your cat does not slow blink at you the same way every single day. Some days it feels softer. Your cat looks at you longer, feels calmer, stays in the moment more. But on other days, it may look at you briefly and then turn away. And that is not always random. Cats are extremely sensitive to human emotional states. You do not have to say anything. They can still feel it. Your pace is different. Your volume is different. Your scent changes when you are stressed. Even the energy in the room feels different. So if one day your cat seems less soft, slow blinks less, or comes near you less often, do not immediately think it loves you any less. It may simply be feeling that today you are harder to read than usual. If you have ever noticed your cat reacting differently depending on your mood, comment 2. Because sometimes your cat is not pulling away from you. It is only stepping back to check whether you still feel as safe and predictable as you usually do. Take away: your cat does not just remember who you are. It also senses which version of you you are being today. 6. When your cat quietly leaves the room after a small interaction, you call your cat. It comes over. You pet it for a moment. Everything seems normal, but a little while later, it quietly walks away. There is no obvious fear, no strong reaction. It simply leaves the room very gently. A lot of people think it's probably just bored, but sometimes this is your cat's way of saying, that's enough. Cats have very delicate sensory boundaries. An interaction may still feel completely fine to you, but in your cat's body, it may already feel like a little too much. A few extra strokes, touching the wrong spot a little too long, leaning in a little too close. And instead of reacting dramatically, many cats choose the most polite option: they leave. What matters most is what you do next. Do you follow it? Do you stop it from leaving? Do you try to keep the interaction going? Or do you let it go without turning its retreat into more pressure? Cats remember very clearly the moments when they are allowed to end an interaction without being pushed any further. Because that is when they learn, around this person I'm still allowed to say that's enough. For a cat, that is a very important part of feeling safe. Takeaway: The more freedom a cat has to walk away, the more likely it is to come back on its own. 7. When your cat comes closer during your quietest moments. There is something very interesting about cats. Many times it is not when you call for them the most, but when you are the quietest that they choose to come near. When you sit still, when you are tired, when you are up late, when you are not trying to interact, when you are simply there. Those are often the moments when some cats will jump up beside you, lie near you, or sit nearby in silence. Why? Because in those moments you are doing less, and all that is left is your presence. For cats, a steady presence often feels more trustworthy than any kind of loud or overly eager affection. When your cat comes close to you like this, it may be confirming something very deep. Can I rest beside this person? Can I be near them without anything being asked of me? If you have ever noticed that the calmer you are, the more your cat comes to you, comment 3, because maybe what your cat trusts most about you is not the way you show love. It is the way your presence feels peaceful. Takeaway: sometimes what makes a cat stay is not enthusiasm, it is calm. If you had to boil this entire video down to one single truth, it would be this. Cats are not only asking, do you love me? The deeper question is, when I'm with you, am I safe enough to be fully myself? Can I come close without being forced into more? Can I walk away without being held back? Can I touch you in my own rhythm? Can I stay near you in silence and still be understood? And maybe that is exactly what makes a cat's love so special. It is not built through big dramatic moments. It is built through hundreds of tiny details that you will completely miss if you are not paying close attention. A pause, a turned back, a blocked path, a gentle touch, a quiet exit from the room. A night when your cat lies closer than usual. All of these are ways your cat reads you. And if you answer well enough times, your cat will change. Slowly, but deeply. It will soften, stay longer, trust you more, and eventually there may come a point when it no longer feels the need to test you so often, because by then it knows something for sure. You are not just the person who lives in the same house. You are the place where its body no longer feels the need to stay on guard. So the next time your cat does something very small, very easy to overlook, very hard to understand, do not be too quick to think it is just doing cat things. It may be asking you something very important, and the answer is not in what you say. It is in how you respond in the smallest moments.